I started at I was an undergrad at Yale. I had a scholarship. I worked a lot of jobs. I graduated early, was a legal secretary, and used carbon paper. Some of you might know. I was a Russian studies major. I went on to study international relations at the Woodrow Wilson School at Princeton, where I also had a scholarship, and I worked as a resident advisor. When I got my master's, my husband and I got married, and the next day we went into the Peace Corps and worked in Botswana and Southern Africa for 3 years. I was a planner for rural development projects in different districts for the first 2 years and then for the whole country the third year. We came back to the States. We were in upstate New York for a few years. I started in 2 counties the WIC program, which is the federally funded nutrition program for pregnant women, infants, and children. I also worked as an associate dean at a liberal arts college for a little while. We wound our way back to Wisconsin. My husband grew up in Milwaukee, and we moved to Madison in 1985, where we've lived in the same house and raised our 3 children. I also started law school then with a newborn and a 3-year-old. I taught legal writing for 2 years. I worked on special First Amendment projects with the late Professor Gordon Baldwin, and I interned for Justice Shirley Abrahamson, my first 2 mentors in my legal career. When I graduated with honors and awards, I worked as a law clerk for Chief Judge Barbara Crabb at the Federal District Court in Madison for a little over a year and then joined the Department of Justice. When I am not litigating, I have given presentations in my practice areas around the country. I've taught at UW Law School since 1990. I've coordinated the DOJ extern program for law school students since 1995. In the early 90s, I was on the board of Legal Action in Milwaukee, and then here in Madison on the board of what used to be called the Task Force for Battered Women. I am now on the board of my neighborhood association. I'm a mentor with the Dane County Bar Association, a member of Legal Association for Women, and I have been, like many of you, a kids team soccer coach and manager. And I am an ESL tutor, working with the 70-year-old Russian refugee. For many years, we spent a year preparing for her citizenship test, which she took and passed a year ago December. The law affects all of us in ways that are profound and powerful. Our democracy depends in part on our willingness to accept the decisions that judges reach as lawful, whether we agree with them or not. That is why it is so imperative that our judges be independent and impartial.